Another of those bright young men currently advising Ronald Reagan's administration on economics comes from here, the heart of Chicago's financial district. Specifically from the First National Bank of Chicago, a vice president there by the name of Alan Reynolds. Hardly a household word, but give him time. Fortune magazine was in today for a lengthy photography session. Where do you fit in? And Forbes has already been here and left, calling Reynolds bright and charming, but adding, so also is Milton Friedman. Forbes went on to question some of Friedman's economics.
There's going to be some changes, big changes, and they'll happen this year.
Alan Reynolds, at age 38, has already been offered 2 Reagan administration jobs, Assistant Secretary of Treasury and Assistant Director of Office of Management and Budget under Stockman. He has refused both, but nonetheless has remained influential in helping to formulate Ronald Reagan's economic plan. A plan that includes $13 billion in budget cuts this year, a freeze on federal hiring, a ceiling on spending, and most important, a 10% tax cut each year for the next 3 years, the so-called Kemp-Roth cut, Jimmy Carter warned would lead to more inflation than the 10 to 12% rate we currently have, a tax cut that even Gerald Ford has expressed some reservations about.
People are simply going to have to make a change in their plans, and as quickly as they can do that, and we'll start believing that this is really going to happen, the costs will come in line with declining prices, and everything will work out fine.
Reagan's economic plan, as shaped by his cadre of young advisors, is being pieced together now, but won't be announced until after the inauguration. It is presumed to include a lessening of federal regulations on business, a tightening of Federal Reserve policy on the money supply, and an attempt to couple greater productivity with less government. Plenty of doubts have already been expressed about Reagan's economics, but in the cluttered Chicago office of Alan Reynolds, the message is clear and uncluttered by any pessimism. But thus far, Mr. Reynolds nor Mr. Reagan has said exactly.
He is Mr. Alan Reynolds, Vice President and economist at First National Bank of Chicago, and a key White House economic advisor. Now,